Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hello, happy Thursday. It is so good to see you all here. Sorry, I know I'm a little bit late. This morning kind of got away from me, and I ended up getting a later start than I would have liked. But here we are on this Thursday, technically green candle day. We did dip down to the 65K-ish range for Bitcoin yesterday. We are back up now into the 67K range, trying to push 68. So hopefully, it's not, it wasn't too bad of a dip, and maybe some of you fools out there bought it. Sorry, not fools. That would be pretty smart to buy the dip during a bull run. But yeah, that's where things are currently at. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that this is all coming through. Yeah. All right. Audio looks good there. Stream health looks good here. And I'm seeing some comments start to come through. So even better. Okay, cool. So let's see where we are at, and then I'll jump into the chat in a minute. So SPS still just hanging out in the 0.0085 range. DEC staying above 800 Splintoshis. We're at 820 right now. Hive is below 20 cents again, so that's not fantastic. We continue to be on a nice downward trend for DEC, although our rate of burn is not as high as I would like it to be. We usually burn like 2 to 3 million a day, but my guess is that we're continuing to see reward cards get burned, which again, I know that's going to take a while and a lot of DEC that it could potentially mint. I owe you guys actually another video. Somebody said to just focus in on the Chaos Legion cards. So I will do that at some point. You can see here, I have the data already because I pulled it. I pulled it for ChatGPT when we were working on that. But what I'll essentially do is just kind of delete everything, and this just looks kind of awful here. In terms of the UI. So I'll come back to that and do a little bit more later. All right, so we got Alex Bernard in the house. What's going on, Alex? Good to see you here, man. I'm glad you're coming around again. We missed you for a bit. You're stuck at Tesla waiting for a tire to be replaced. All right, well, I hope it doesn't take too long, but thanks for hanging out with us while you wait. Dragon, hey everyone, nice to see things looking up. Yeah, not too bad. Voucher price so high. No, voucher prices have been kind of in the gutter. I mean, they went up initially for Mana Warden, but the good thing is that we're maybe like 5-ish weeks away, 5 to 6-ish weeks away from the next promo card. So that could be exciting, and hopefully it's something freaking awesome. And I don't know what's going to happen to Mana Warden, but at least if we can start getting this down, because we floated all the way back. I think we were like 13.5, and now we're back up to 13.9. So actually, let's check and see how we're doing so far on Mana Warden, because I don't believe Mana Warden, well, it was ahead of schedule early on. But let's see here, 71,827, and I'm just gonna use my phone calculator. So what I'm doing is multiplying 71,827 times 30 vouchers. So with this, we've burned 2.154 million vouchers. Now, if we're going with roughly like 90-ish days, or let's just make it as clean as possible. So 365 days divided by 4 is 91.25 times 40,000. That puts us at 3.6 million vouchers. Ugh. So we are no longer tracking well. I mean, the sales for Mana Warden when it comes to vouchers have been completely stalled. And while we are technically still more than halfway to that 3.6 million, we are less than halfway in terms of timing. As I said, we got this, I think, on like September 3rd. So if you can expect that, like we're in the 4th week of October now, or almost at the final week of October. Yeah, so that sucks. Well, I mean, it sucks that, Mana Warden wasn't the card that people wanted, but hopefully the next one that comes out is something that people really do want. And my thought process is they should keep Mana Warden on the block for an entire year. Give people a chance coming in next year to grab it. I know some people might not like that because it's like, well, we were here now. We should get rewarded with the scarcity of Mana Ward and blah, blah, blah. And I don't disagree with you, right? I'm looking out for the scarcity of vouchers over the scarcity of individual cards. But that's my bias. Banana says, I did buy the dip, but it was automatic buy. I have a percentage of my direct deposits buy Bitcoin automatically. That's amazing. Look at you, DCA. So I like and I use Strike for my Bitcoin purchases. This is not an endorsement. They're not sponsoring the channel, although I would love a Strike sponsorship. That'd be pretty awesome. But they have it where you can just like load in money and you do like an hourly, you can do a DCA and they charge no fees for it. And they also charge no fees for withdrawals as long as you don't need it right away. So I really should get paid. I really should. But I like using them because I just got fascinated with the buying every hour interval that you can do. To me, that's so fun because like I'll just get a notification literally like every hour. It'll be like, you bought this much Bitcoin at this point in time. So there's just this idea that like, okay, it literally doesn't matter where the price of Bitcoin goes. I'm buying it every hour, not every day, not every week, but literally every hour. And so that just makes me feel good. I feel like I'm just slowly chipping away at DCAing out of my fiat and getting into the hardest asset in the world. Crush the like button, says Bananas. Well, thank you so much. And is this like in Spanish? Because I see the upside down exclamation mark, which is awesome. All right, so Alex Barnes says, I buy Bitcoin, BITO, Bitcoin ETF. I mean, that's good, but not your keys, not your coins. Burning Elk is in the house. Let's go. What is going on? Guten Tag to International Travel Channel. And today, thanks for being here. Any K-drama recommendations? Oh, man. I do not watch K-dramas. I don't know if that comes as a surprise or not. Not that I have anything against it. I like my TV time is just limited these days. But also, I don't know. I never got into too many international shows. I know that's like the typical inward looking only American viewpoint. But some of the stuff that I've seen in terms of like Korean pop culture have been great. Parasite was a fantastic film. I know that it had to like win awards for me to like check out what it was. What else is out there? Have I watched anything else? Does the One Piece thing on Netflix count? I watched that a while back. I mean, that's not really Korean, but I'm curious if the original anime. Actually, no, I guess the anime wouldn't be from there. I'm just see now I'm just getting myself in trouble. I feel as though I've watched something else. Why am I struggling with this? I tried to watch Dr. Brain on Apple TV, and I got an episode or two in, and it was interesting. I don't know. It just lost momentum for me. I feel like there's a big one that's like right on the side of my brain, right in my blind spot, and I can't think of it. I'm trying to think what other international stuff I've watched recently. There was this Spanish one about the Society of the Snow. I mean, that one was really good, based on true events. I don't want to give away any spoilers here, but based on a true story about, I think it was like the Uruguayan football team or the soccer team that their plane crashed in the mountains. It was at the Andes Mountains, and like what they had to do to survive there for like 3 months during the winter. I mean, that was a brutal movie, but it was a movie, not a show, but it was good. Yeah. So I'm going to skip down to your thing here. You probably watched Squid Game. I actually never watched it. So I'm curious to get your either your approval or your ire for not watching it. When the hype was at its highest, I was like, okay, I'll get to it. And then the hype died down and I never got around to it. And I know there's like a season 2 coming out now. So is it really something that I missed, or can I skip it? Alex says, do you ever try to sell your millionaire card off the black market for the Rockstar game? No, I actually don't even think about the Rockstar game anymore. I think you're talking about Rising Star. I haven't logged in years. I don't even know what the value of Starbit is anymore. Are Starbits still around? Wait, you know what's going to be funny? I'm probably holding Starbits. I am holding still my million Starbits. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, do these things even have value? Oh wait, what's this on the rise? Look at that over the last couple of months. Okay, maybe I should go check out Rising Star again. Well. Learn something new. Bitcoin ETF pays over a BITO ETF pays over $1 dividend every month. What is this BITO ETF? Hold on, I'm looking at it. ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF. Now, is this a spot ETF? No, I guess I can look it up with you guys here. BITO ETF. ProShares. I don't know that I've heard of this one. I just go with FBTC or IBIT are my top ones. I think that's BlackRock and Fidelity, or Fidelity and BlackRock. Hold on. Dividend. $1 per share. Next dividend forecasted November 1st. Oh, is this a monthly dividend? Oh, I think you mentioned that. Hold on. Let's ask, because I'm pretty sure this is not, but is BITO ETF a spot Bitcoin ETF? I don't think that's going to be the case. It's probably one of these leverage plays, right? No, it's not a spot Bitcoin ETF. According to the information, BITO is an actively managed fund linked to Bitcoin futures contracts, not directly holding Bitcoin as the underlying asset. This means it attempts to mimic price movements and create security that can trade on exchange, but it does not track the current spot price of Bitcoin. Interesting. Okay. Futures-based ETF. Well, hey, look, if you're looking for a daily or monthly kind of yield, then it's not terrible. But what's the return on this year to date? See, now that's wild. It's down 3%. So here you are, Alex, you're like super happy about your $1 per month, which actually is not bad. I mean, considering the fact that it's like a 60% thing. But if we just look at like Bitcoin, give me like the year to date. So Bitcoin is up 60%. So at the beginning of the year, if you had put the same amount of money into Bitcoin, actually let's look at it this way. Hold on. We'll do a little. I don't know when you bought in, but we're just gonna look at year to date to make it easy. Like if you put $100 into Bitcoin, BITO ETF. If you had put $100 into Bitcoin or a Bitcoin spot ETF, we'll just say Bitcoin versus where's the year to date? Okay, so let's say you got it at $20, right? We'll be generous. You got 5 shares, which means you made $5 a month for 10 months, $50. So you're kind of at the same place in terms of yield. You'd have $150 on this BITO ETF versus $160. But you know what the biggest difference is? You will have to pay taxes on that dividend income. So your income is represented by the $50 that you've made in the shares versus you have unrealized capital gains on just holding Bitcoin. So come, April of next year, Taxman's going to come and collect, But if you just hodl and choose when you want to exercise those capital gains, well, there you go. The other thing that I'm not calculating here, and this might actually be in your favor, is if you were compounding your gains, because that's actually something that probably would have played into it. And in that case, you might come out ahead a little bit. I mean, that's what all these derivative products are, right? But what happens? So the big question is, what happens when there's a massive spike? Now we've seen there's a massive spike here. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I don't mess with derivatives, but this is obviously an interesting product, and I think there'll be a lot of interesting products that come out in the Bitcoin space over the next couple of years. All right, Burning Elk says, I know we've talked about it, but I remain surprised at the demand for credits. Team DEC about to be below 100 million. Yeah, well, you know what? Can I share something with you guys here? And this is not, I'm not even doing this, right? Just to be clear, but I've heard others talk about it, kind of in passing. And if you think about it, like, this is one of the, like, this is an interesting way. Let's put it this way. This is a very interesting way to get money into crypto. It's an interesting way to get money into crypto without going through like a traditional exchange, for example. And specifically, if you wanted to use like credit cards. So, there's several people who are doing some kind of like leverage play that I know of. They're doing some kind of leverage play, right? Where you get one of these like credit cards where, you just pay the minimum or you don't have a balance or whatever. And you come in and you can buy, well, and this is where it gets interesting, right? The amount of credits coming in, you go in and you buy cards at or below their burn value. And then all of a sudden, when they are able to make it closer to the value that you buy them at, right? Or maybe you even eat the fees, right? Maybe it ends up being like with the burn value, you lose like 10%. But even if you lose 10%, even if you lose 15%, right? 20%, who knows what it is. I don't think it's that high, but let's say you lose 20% on that transaction. First of all, let's say the credit card offers you some kind of cash back, right? So maybe you're mitigating it by, I don't know, anywhere between like 1 to 3%. Then on top of that, once you're able to either burn the cards or sell the cards or whatever the case is, and get the equivalent amount of DEC back into the mix, you can convert that DEC into anything on Hive Engine. Like literally anything. And so had you been doing this at the beginning of the year and you were buying Bitcoin, you're up 60%, right? We were just looking at that. Had you done this a couple of months ago with SPS, you're up 100%. So in a way, I'm actually not surprised to see that, because I think there's probably a lot of whales or just larger players that are putting money into the ecosystem through that. And then again, you can withdraw it as other crypto whenever you feel like it. So one of the main reasons, I mean, again, I think it's a fascinating strategy. And like I said, if things were different for me, I might be partaking in it. Part of it though is the only thing that I really want to hold outside of whatever is Bitcoin, right? And so at this point, it's like, okay, I'd rather just, as I was outlining earlier, I'd rather just go and buy it off of Strike or some other exchange. Plus, leverage always gets you destroyed. But like I said, I know that there are people who are partaking in that, and I would say, depending on your timing, if you can time the market appropriately, you can come out pretty well. But leverage is a scary game, and it's one that just a simple hodler like myself does not want to partake in. All right, International Travel Channel says, I'm in the K-drama rabbit hole. It's attractive, and it's so different from Hollywood stories. That actually is kind of cool. Hollywood's just recycling stuff left and right. What's the term? Oh, they've become creatively bankrupt, where it's all just sequels, universes, and reboots. So it's hard to get something like an original story. Although, what did I watch this year? Hold on, let me. I got that little like AMC pass, which I need to cancel now because it's been 3 months. But what did I go watch in theaters? I think I watched. Hold on. Let's see. Over the past year. Okay, I watched The Wild Robot, which is actually pretty good. I think it's based off of a book, but I think it's one of the best movies I've seen in a while. I watched Twisters reboot, Alien Romulus, which was kind of same universe, although it was fantastic regardless. Quiet Place, same universe. Deadpool Wolverine universe. Despicable Me 4 sequel. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes sequel. I did watch Civil War, and that was, I guess, new and interesting. Godzilla vs. Kong, or Godzilla X Kong sequel. Dune Part 2 sequel. Godzilla -1. I guess that's all the movies I watched this year. Interesting. Well, now you guys know what I wanted to go see Joker, but then I heard terrible things about it. I've heard Transformers 1 is good too, so I should check that out. Any other recommendations? I have this until early November. So it's one of those things where I signed up for it because I was like, oh, there's like 4 movies that I want to watch right now. This was back in August. So I signed up for it. And of course, you never read like the terms of service. So I signed up for it and I was like, all right, let me watch these 4 movies because it'll be cheaper just to get this thing. And then I can go to like the high-end screenings. And then at the end of the month, I tried to cancel it and it was like, oh, you actually signed up for 3 months. That's the minimum. If you cancel now, you're still going to be charged. And I was like, oh, what the hell? I like forced myself to go watch some movies last month. And now this ends at the end of October or early November. So I think we're going to go watch the Venom movie. What else is coming out? But if you just look at like what's out right now, for example, Smile 2 sequel, Joker technically sequel, Transformers technically sequel, Terrifier 3 sequel. I don't know what this We Live in Time is. Maybe that's something new. Speak No Evil. Oh, I wanted to go watch that. I don't know if it's still available. I guess that's it. Huh. I love that we always just talk about random shit on here. Okay. We're talking about Bitcoin IRAs and K-dramas and movies. All right. I know I'm the one that pivoted to movies. Sorry. That's just where my head's been at. I haven't been able to start a series in a while just because every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's going to be a multi-hour commitment. And I don't know that I can do that right now. But there's so many series that I want to catch up on. So I'm like waiting until things die down a little bit during the holidays. Like that November to the end of the year time frame is just perfect because like everything's slow. It's getting colder outside. You just want to stay in, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try and catch up on some stuff then. Either that, or I will put my money where my mouth is and grab a PS5 and start playing playing more video games on here. Oh, speaking of which, I jumped into Off the Grid for the second time yesterday with Tails and Matthew Young. So we had a good time with it yesterday. I was kind of testing it. I wasn't actually live streaming, so I don't know in terms of like bandwidth, but in terms of like how it looks, I think it's all right. We could probably even jump into a game right now. But yeah, it was good. I like the game. It's fun. I suck at it. I was like dying multiple times, getting carried by Tails and Young Eagles, and it was a rough one. Because at least I knew Fortnite somewhat well. It's like, okay, I would go for the specific guns that I needed, and my gameplay understanding was like decent. But here, like, I don't know. All of a sudden, you have like a jetpack. I pressed the wrong button, and I was flying across the screen, and I died. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. So there will be a period of learning, absolutely. All right, Banana says, I do have 2 Bitcoin IRAs with Swan converted from older IRAs, but I have a cold card too. Okay, cool. Or I had one, but I got chopped up in a boating accident. Yeah, dude, those, you got to be careful with those boating accidents. So many people have lost their Bitcoin that way. It's just terrible. International Travel Channel, you probably watched Squid. Okay, we talked about this. So no, I have not watched Squid Game. When does the second season come out? Maybe I'll just binge the whole thing then. I got banned from that game. I think you sent this when I was talking about Rising Star. That's funny. I mean, sorry, I feel bad for you, but I don't know what's going on with the game, so maybe you're not missing out. Burning Out says, Beto invests in Bitcoin futures and does not invest in Bitcoin. There's no guarantee the fund will closely track Bitcoin returns. But you know what's interesting about that is if you look at it, if we look at the Beto ETF, it kind of did follow Bitcoin returns. I mean, again, this is not a perfect like one-to-one, but from the beginning of the year, right, we were in like the 40K range. We pumped 50% up to the 60K range, maybe even a little bit more. And so that's somewhat similar. But since then, with Bitcoin just chopping sideways, we've floated all the way back down here. Whereas if you were holding Bitcoin, you'd be at a higher level. That being said, you were earning some kind of dividend yield the entire time. So you don't, there's this whole thing for Bitcoin maxis. There's this whole like drama going on now with Michael Saylor talking about like risk-free Bitcoin yield and all this. And I'm none of this financial advice. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but like there's products like this, which are correlated or somewhat correlated to Bitcoin that offer you some kind of yield, but they're not Bitcoin themselves. So obviously that's not what he's talking about, right? But as I was saying earlier, I think the financial instruments that will be developed around Bitcoin will only continue to grow over the next couple of years, decades. It's on the NASDAQ. Yes, they do hold BTC. Tomas, what's going on? Hello. Squid Game is not a must watch, but it's not bad. Okay, interesting. Alex says, I'm happy because over $1 every month and sell CC on it. What do you mean sell CC? What am I missing there? This ETF invests in Bitcoin futures contracts and does not invest directly in Bitcoin from their fund prospectus. Yeah, they don't invest in Bitcoin, my guy. What's going on, birds, bees, and trees? Good to see you here. Also 1%. Oh, 1% expense ratio. Oof. Used to be almost $2. Yeah, who pays taxes? Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that from the live stream to protect you from the IRS, my friend. I hope you do. Not financial advice, but Aftersound dropping alpha. No, I let me get this off the screen before somebody like clips it and is like, look at Aftersound recommending the Beto ETF. No, I'm not. I hold 0 Beto ETF. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is what Tails told me about yesterday. The grid GG. Oh, so we still got that open. Oh, I have an energy. Can we play? Sorry, getting distracted here. The one good thing about taxes in Germany, when you hodl crypto for over a year, all gains are tax-free. That's actually fantastic. If there's one thing I'm jealous of Germany of, it would be that. Although there was some big movement here earlier today. There was like an announcement of an announcement of an announcement that finally came out, and something in Pennsylvania. Hold on. Pennsylvania House Bitcoin. Something like a Bitcoin protection thing was passed in Pennsylvania. I think, is it the Bitcoin rights bill? Oh, Bitcoin rights. Yeah, so Pennsylvania essentially put out a bipartisan bill to bring regulatory Bitcoin rights. See, stuff like that makes me really happy. It's a Democrat-controlled House, but the bill was put forth by a Republican. And like this is what I'm saying, man. Like Bitcoin should not be, it should not be a partisan issue. Like, everybody should get it. It's just sad that it's become politicized in such a way. Like, I actually really, I really dislike the fact that it's become very politicized and very kind of tribal, where many people just feel like they can only vote one way for crypto. That's really not how it should be. All right, what are we doing here? Oh, I'm gonna have to call you back. What are we doing here? Okay, I have an idea. I don't know if you're gonna like it, but it involves lower level cards. It also involves, oh, actually, you know what? Maybe we try this. Boop. You. Is there anybody else with immunity? There's nobody with immunity, but you know what? Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna throw Olivia from the block in. Oh, I don't know how well that's gonna go, but we'll try. I'm hoping for the martyr on Iziar and to get that twice. But the good thing about Olivia is if she does die, she gets rid of the poison and she is allowed to stay in the game for a significant chunk of time. Now, I understand there is Fury or whatever that thing is called. So he's going to take damage, but I mean, I want him to die. He's there as a martyr. All right, let's see how this plays out. Oh, they got the bear. Oh, and they're going to cleanse the bear. But that back line shouldn't be around for too long. Oof. We're getting killed. But you know what? There's no dispel, which is kind of nice. Ouch. Oh my god. We just got totally owned. All right, what did she gain? Oh, Enrage? Okay, we can work with Enrage. She's still not going to get a kill this time. Ouch. Oh, huge miss there. Ouch. Oh, damn. Okay, well, he was meant to just be cannon fodder anyway. Okay, we got rid... Can we survive one more round? Because we got rid of 8 damage right off the top, which was huge. And we're going to get rid of like 9 more damage next turn. Oh, and miss. Clutch. Clutchity clutch. Let's go. Oh, and she gained protect. Even better. Olivia carrying the team. Not really, actually. I think it's... I mean, at this point, I think we got it, right? Got the heal. Yeah, even with that. Boop. See you later, alligator. And we got reflection shield now. Oh, and Olivia, is she gonna make it? Is she gonna make it all the way through? Well done. Well done, team. That was phenomenal. We did it with our level 1 inevitable. If there's a card that I really want out there from the Rift Watcher set, it would probably be inevitable. Actually, there's 2 cards that I really, really want. Let's go here. And I'm not even going to be greedy. I don't even want them at max level. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I do want Immolation at max level because that blast does sound fantastic. But inevitable. And the thing is, I'm so close to, hold on, I have 2, right? When do you get shield? Oh, see, I should just buy 1 more and get him shield. Level up to 3. Like, that shield is, that's worth it, right? And then as you can see, I can pair him up with some repair units. And then he's all set. I like do the cha-cha. All right, let's jump back into the chat here. Thanks for going down that rabbit hole with me. Gladiator sequel, says Tails from the Cryptmancer. Good to see you here, Tails. I was just talking about our little fun time playing Off the Grid last night. Yeah, I mean, that's another sequel. I am looking forward to that, but that's not coming out for another month, and I don't think I want to pay another $20. What else is coming out? There's that Santa Claus movie with The Rock. I think it's coming out like November 15th. And it looks so bad. It looks so bad that I'm gonna have to go watch it just to get into the spirit of the season. Jobby Saints coming through on Twitch. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Banana says Hollywood set themselves up to be replaced by AI by doing nothing but crappy remakes. Yeah, it's like, I don't know what it is, man. There's too many. They're too afraid of risk. I don't know. That sucks. Boom me, what's going on? Where's the green candles? Well, Bitcoin's up from 65 yesterday to 67 today, so it's not like super green, but green nonetheless, up 3.6%. So where we at, gang? Well, that's where we're at. Tail says, so question. If SPL is running dangerously low on funds, what is the fiscal state of Invenium? Is there a future for those games at all? No idea. I wonder if they're let's tackle this from a different side though, Tails. I wonder if their expenses are significantly lower though. As it stands, as somebody was telling me yesterday in the comments, and I don't know how true this is, but like they have one game out with GLG, which has, I think, a total of 10 players. So the server cost can't be that high. I don't know about Mooncarts, but if they probably have a much leaner team and significantly lower cost. So I don't know. That's a good question for the office hours. I think the next one's tomorrow. Boomies, SPL running low on funds. Now we're about to give them a little stimulus. We're gonna give Splinons a little stimmy of 600 million DEC. Quickly make a new card set. Well, actually, that's exactly what this stimmy is gonna pay for. Is the Conclave Arcana card set. Shout out to the People's Guild. They had Breaking Benjamin on from the team, the narrative lead, and he was dropping some interesting insights about Conclave Arcana. Not necessarily like, alpha or game breaking stuff, but how Conclave Arcana was meant to be the mini set, right? And now they're having to transition it from mini set into main set. There's certain things that they wanted to do with it. I think if I understood correctly, I haven't finished the entire episode yet, but there's certain things that they wanted to do with it that would, I think Nate's mentioned this too, like allow like the splinters to actually become a thing, right? So getting to know the different groups of people there. But that's gonna have to wait until the next set now. So you're from Pennsylvania. Bitcoin protection sounds muy interesante. Bitcoin rights bill. Okay. Yeah, dude, it passed this. I mean, not passed, but it was put out this morning. Some of the people that I follow on Twitter were like making a big deal about it leading up to it, saying like, oh, there's like a big, big announcement. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay. We all thought, like, a lot of the speculation was that it was going to be one of the states was going to start stacking Bitcoin in its strategic reserves. Everybody was predicting Wyoming, but that was not the case. So now we just have this Bitcoin protection, which I actually am not even sure. I haven't read through it yet, but anything that like pushes the industry forward and guarantees some protections, I think is great. We don't want another 6102 on our hands. Everything is a part of an issue in this toxic environment. Too true, bananas. That hits too close to home. Dragon says, what do you guys think about allowing a player versus player challenge to remain on the table to make it easier for different schedules, time zones? Kind of like tournaments can run for 24 hours. What do you guys think about allowing a player versus player challenge to remain on the table to make it easier for different schedules, time zones? I actually wouldn't be opposed to that, because one of the issues that I am struggling with right now, because I've been trying to like sketch out how to do this Splinterlands League, right? If we were to get a couple of committed players. And the thing is, like, you'd have, like, it would be challenge based, and then you'd have to get people to coordinate. And it's like, okay, it's much easier to get people to coordinate if they don't have to find the same time and they're like on different sides of the world. So it'd be interesting if there was something where you could have like, and I know this would make the game even slower, which kind of is annoying, but if you were to like submit your team on day one, and then you come back and on day two, you put in your tactics, right? So you get to see that afterwards. So it almost becomes a 2-day process rather than like a 1-day process, which is what we have now for anytime tournaments. I'm not in favor of that over having live tournaments, because I think live tournaments are really where it's at, and that's where the missing opportunity is. But that is better, miles ahead better than what we have now, where you introduced this game-changing mechanic last year, almost a year ago, with tactics, and your competitive play, so to speak, right? Your tournaments, which pay out stupid amounts of SPS every day, is still not able to take advantage of that. Like, it's just silly to me. What was the last card you bought? Probably Mana Warden for 30 vouchers. After the season, I'm uninstalling Parallel. It's just too repetitive if you don't buy new cards and don't want to go free to play. Interesting. You know, you're not the first person who's complained about the lack of meta diverseness there. I've seen a lot of people complain about that. Whether it's like, oh, it's like Shroud, Catherine, you know, crazy deck, Shroud, Catherine deck. So every game's going to go through its struggles. But I'm not necessarily bullish on Parallel TCG itself. I think it's okay. But I've been following the updates that they have on Parallel Colony. They keep posting a lot of different things on there, and apparently that's still coming out for Q1. So one thing I'll need to check, and I haven't done this in a while, is what is the price on those? Let's go to OpenSea for a second. The avatars, that's what I'm thinking of. I wonder if those have gone up or down. Because oddly enough, now would be the time, right? Now would be the time to get in. Parallel avatars. Although I have a feeling they're going to mint a ton of new avatars there. Because this thing is about to get bridged over to Solana as well. And my guess is there's going to be Solana-based NFTs too. 0.379 ETH. Man, I remember Keys and I were talking about grabbing one of these at the beginning of the year, and I'm so glad we did not. Less than $1,000. That's interesting. I'd probably want to go with Marcolian just for the fun of it. But then again, I got to go in and start playing with some of the other decks out there. Cool. Okay. So, well, you know things are bad when they remake Matlock. True. AI, how about this? Adam Sandler is in love with the same girl, but it turns out that the girl is actually a golden retriever. Oh. What's Clayboy posting here? Oh, he posted about the polls. You know what's funny? Right before I went live, I recorded a video talking about that. So I guess it's perfect timing. Wait until they do remakes of Leave It to Beaver and Gilligan's Island. Then it's game over. Yeah. I'm actually shocked they haven't tried to do a Gilligan's Island remake. That thing was so popular back in the day. I remember growing up, my dad loved watching it. I think there's Leave It to Beaver remake, actually. Okay. I would like the Monkeys remake. I don't think I know what that is, Pomp. Not silly, just stupid. Okay. What's up, Leandro? All right. Ought with inflation, the 6 trillion man. The 6 trillion man. What are we talking about here, Pomp? We're talking about how much money was printed. Tail says if you don't buy new cards and you don't join a bond to get access to more cards and only play with the same cards, any game will get repetitive. Yeah, you know, gotta show some love to Splinterlands where it counts. You know, Matt's whole idea, because he grew up with these similar kind of games, right? So with Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone or all these different style games, even Parallel, you can include them there. The whole idea of rule sets was to make every game just a little bit different. And I gotta say, so far, that has kept things spicy enough for me. Meme coins or NFTs? I don't know about the meme coins, but I'm not following the meme coin space at all. All right, DK1, you want to challenge? Is this a ghost card challenge? Let's do it. Oh, beefcakes. Oh, man. Let's have some fun with it, shall we? Do, 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 do. Oh, never mind. I don't have that available. I don't know, actually. What do we pick here? I don't know. I'm just kind of having fun with it. Oh, damn. Can't even pick them. Oh, what? Okay. I don't like the scene, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. All right. Yeah, I loved Lindsay growing up, says Dradian. $1 Million Man, Bionic, $6 Million Man, Bionic Woman, etc. You write music and don't know the Monkees? I guess I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I'm aware of the Monkees, but I thought we were talking about movies or remakes. All right, it wasn't a very popular show. And 60-year-old dude, oh, he gets a pass. Didn't they just invent TV then? I don't know. This was like a couple decades ago. I just remember that he liked it. Did they only release illustrations for the next Legends, or do we know about the cards already? I don't think they've released stats. Oh, of course, Tofu. Mother, I forgot that I had access to Tofu. Isn't that kind of redundant? Come on, do your thing, girl. Let's go. Yes. All right. I mean, maybe we have a chance here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Ouch. That one did hurt. That one hurt a lot. But you know what? That feels good. And now we get another trample. Trample, baby, trample, baby, trample, baby, trample. Oh, clutch miss there. I think I still lose just because there's too much going on here. Yeah, like I only get one more attack with him. So that hurts. And then, you know where things get interesting here? He can't heal. And I'm going to get a couple of shots in. I'm going to get 3 more shots in, only with Bakjiro. But his health will be significantly compromised to Bakjiro, meaning that when we get to the fatigue rounds, which we inevitably will, I'll be taking 2 damage plus fatigue every turn. But now this is where it gets interesting. So I think we get to fatigue. Let me try and map this out. 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. Oh, that's... It's going to be tough. Oh, wait, no, we're going to win because we can heal 6 per turn. So I think we got this. Just a couple more turns, a couple more rounds. Yeah, the fact that we can heal 6 per turn, that essentially negates the first 3 fatigue rounds. Actually, the first 4 fatigue rounds. So, we're good. Bakjiro for the win. Oh, you big boy, you. Boop, boop. All right. Let's game, set, match. GG's, DK1. See? Tofu ain't shit. Just kidding. I know tofu spam is real. But it's overcomeable, if that's a word. All right, Dragon says, yeah, after sound about the challenges, you're spot on with letting us use tactics. I even saw for being able to challenge my whole guild and wake up to see results, or even create a league. I mean, league is something that I want to do. It's just having everybody like organize and coordinate is really tough. Having the mechanism built in game would be fantastic, but I don't think that there's anybody that's building that out currently. It just sucks because like it's been out for a year now and people still can't get the maximum benefit out of it, you know? Whoa, we got 3 people watching on Twitch? That must be a new record. Just kidding. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, one of them just left now because I called them out. Wait, oh, we got another energy? All right, sorry, we're going to do it again. Let's see if we can get another win. I'm 2 for 2 on stream right now. Oh, so tofu built into the rule set. Okay. I see they have a type. Her name is Lux Vega. Okay, so I think we go with Immortalis on this one. Well, I don't know who to throw up front. So we want, okay. We want him for sure. Then we're gonna need some high level striking. There we go. I'll actually put in there. Now the question is, okay, I guess we'll throw him in as the tank. I like Regal Periton just because of the speed, so can take out something there. Huh. Now the question is, who do we throw in at that higher level secondary tank spot? I have a couple of options here. I can go with Ava the Undaunted. Or I can go with Archimus the Bear, go with a double tank here. We get the additional heal, not heal, protect. You know, I'm going to go, we'll go with a little bit of defense here and a double tank. And I'm going to hope that my guy, 3 guys in the back, or really just Venari Seedsmith and Supply Runner can get it done. It's going to be tough though. Oh, surprise, surprise, it's Lux Vega. Okay. See, I really wanted to use her, Countess Sinesh, because she's great. But, we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. Okay, Shatter, Clutch. All right, we gotta get a kill. Oh my God, what, dude? How? Oh my God. Unreal. Oh my God, they both. Oh, is there a blind somewhere? There's no blind. I mean, the dude has flying. He's. I'm not happy. Okay, come on, somebody's got to get him. Somebody hit him. All right, magic. Great, fantastic. All right, now we're gonna lose our healer, so that's not great. Oh no, never mind. Got rid of that one first. Okay, hit the poison. All right. Oh, actually, we got a miss. Something went in our favor. All right, get rid of his armor. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, we got another miss. All right, I won't complain about the RNG anymore. It was a pain in the ass to both of us. Oh wow. Okay. Somebody has to take Countess Sinesh's legendary card away because she blew it at the end. But it's all good. 8.3 SPS. Oh my god, I'm gonna buy an island. Okay. So that's where we're at. 10,000 glint. Should we go buy some stuff? Oh, I'm gonna get my last epic draw. And it's gonna be awesome. Watch this. Come on, Olivia. It's all good. So I got 150 more of these, or 160. So it's 24,000 glint and then 80 here. Oof. I'm not gonna be able to get that this season. I know we're like only halfway through, but I'm gonna have to let the bot play because my glint earnings here are not as great. 700, 600. $1,100, 965. Tail says, wow, Metalcore just made a big announcement. They're moving off of IMX and over to Solana. Whoa. That actually is huge. You know, it's not that I'm cheering for this. I mean, maybe a little bit. But ETH is not doing well right now. Even with the L2s and all that, I mean, a lot of games are choosing for performance, speed, and fees over decentralization. Which, you know, at the end of the day, I don't blame them for. I mean, yeah, we want to move towards a decentralized world. Solana most definitely is not decentralized compared to ETH. That's a pretty big move. You're going to have Parallel bridging over to Solana as well sometime next year. Off the Grid, I believe, is on Avalanche, right? See, this is why when it comes to Bitcoin, there's no second best. Ethereum from the beginning has always had competition. Dragon says, it's hard not to bot when you're behind in playing and not earning glint and reward cards. Yeah. Yep. It's just, if I were to play every single battle, which I did for the entirety of last season, I mean, that just eats up too much time in my day. It's like an hour plus of playing. So now, I mean, I had the bot run through the evening. I only leave 2 energy for myself at a time. So the maximum amount of time that can take is like 5 to 10 minutes. It's like perfect to jump in while I'm grabbing a bite to eat or something. But I like the bot playing as long as it's earning a decent amount in terms of glint, because that to me is the opportunity to be competitive when Conclave Arcana comes out, is to have a decent sized rebellion reward collection. Combine that with a couple of choice summoners, which I haven't purchased yet, but hope to at some point in the next couple months. Yeah. Tail says games are using alternative options such as AVAX, Sol, Tezos for those very reasons you mentioned. Yeah, I mean, it's Man, what if this is the cycle that the flippening happens? And no, I'm not talking about Bitcoin or ETH over Bitcoin. I'm talking about something else over ETH. So as it stands right now, market cap 303 million. You'd have to do like 3.5 to 4x for BNB. Same for Solana. I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, check it out. Look at this too. Solana on the 7 days up 18%. Bitcoin's flat. ETH is down. Oh, I saw this. I know. I know I hang out with or I listen to Bitcoin maxis too much, but it's just funny. So, Ethereum roadmap. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, somebody shared this on X, and I know, like, I'm not like, it's just funny because, oh whoops, that's not what I wanted. And of course, you know, looking at this through the Bitcoin maxi lens, it's funny in that sense, right? Where it's just like, look at this roadmap. It's so freaking complicated. There's so many things that they're trying to do, whereas Bitcoin, like, everybody just wants it to stay the same. So I'm not saying that I don't want to see innovation, but there's so many things that other chains have actually done well that they're playing catch up on, right? So for example, they started off proof of work and now they switched to proof of stake, which I still think it was a bit of a mistake, but it is what it is. Because they couldn't compete in other ways if they kept on going proof of work. And now you're having to work with these like L2s, and I don't know, man. It's gonna be a messy ride, bumpy ride for all you ETH fans out there. If anything, I feel kind of good because a couple months ago, hold on, let me see here. Why did dark mode go away? Let's see, on the 1 year, I mean, yeah, this thing's just chopped. Wait. Damn, did we really hit 4K? I totally forgot about that. Holy crap. Well, either way, hold on, how do I remove Bitcoin? I think it was somewhere over the summer. Whenever the ETH, oh gosh, what was it? Whenever the ETH LP rewards went away, I essentially switched that over to SPS. And so I think that ended up being a pretty solid trade, in my humble opinion. Because SPS has gone up 2x. ETH has not. Haha, that's exactly what I love. That's exactly what I do, Leave 2 Energy. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'll stop by my computer, or I'm at my computer, like, doing work and stuff throughout the day. So it's just like, oh, energy pops up and I'll play. But it limits me, right? Because I can't just keep on going, especially when you lose, and you lose like 5 in a row, and you're like, I just want to win one, and then I'll walk away, right? It's just, it becomes this like addictive gambling kind of mentality. I can't do that anymore. It's just like, I get a game, I get 2 games, I play. If I lose, I cry and I go home. But, you know, it is what it is. Blockchain Project says, who here uses ETH for anything? I don't have it for 4 years now. Yeah, I mean, the truth is, I mean, I have certain assets on ETH, but I don't particularly use it for a lot of things. And I'll be honest, as much as I I like the idea of what the layer 2s are doing, including base. Just don't feel as comfortable leaving assets on L2s. I mean, I have a little bit for parallel, which is fine. Like, if that ever goes down, it's not gonna like cripple my life. But yeah, it's a tough thing. Enjoy the ETH fees during the raging bull market. Yeah, well, I mean, look, there's got to be money to be made in order for people to deal or put up with fees. At this point in time, unless you're like getting into really crazy degen stuff and know what you're doing, I don't know that, you know, there's not money's just not sloshing around everywhere. ETH BTC. I mean, look at that chart. Look at that chart. Kind of reminds you of SPS, doesn't it? Just kidding. SPS looks a lot worse. Yeah. And it's become highly inflationary again, from what I've heard. Again, I don't follow it too closely, but you had a period of time where it became deflationary after the merge, and then now it's just super inflationary again. No, I haven't noticed that going on. Hold on. Oh, damn, we've been on for over an hour already. Fun stuff. All right. We could probably start to wrap it up. As you can see, I'm still struggling in gold. Haven't been able to make the diamond just yet, but here's to hoping. Now, where's Bitcoin at? Come on, can we hit 68 while we're on stream? Nope, not today. Blockchain Project says, do you think we hit or have new all-time high for Bitcoin before or after the election? I don't think anything happens until after the election. I think there's just too much uncertainty right now. Damn, what's going on here? Hold on, give me a second. All right. Yeah, look, the election's 2 weeks away, so you're talking about an explosive move up beforehand. I don't think we're gonna get any kind of move like that. I think everything is just staying somewhat neutral until the election is over, until the rate cuts are announced and confirmed, and when the job numbers come in. So we're about a week away from the job stuff, the jobs report for November, which will be November 1st, I believe. But yeah, that's where we're at. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I don't know if we're gonna do a live stream later tonight. If I do, it might be off the grid, so we'll see. We'll see if I can jump into that later. But if not, then I'll make sure we hop in tomorrow and have some fun. I don't know. I mean, we're still waiting on We're still waiting on stats for the new cards. Is there anything else going on right now? I guess that's it. Stats for the promo cards. We may get the auction promo cards starting next week, so that could be cool. But, you know, considering the fact that Glamour got pushed to next year, I don't know. I have to wait to hear more about hardcore mode before I can make any kind of reasonable judgment on its potential impact. So we'll wait and see. But I hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your day. Leandro is asking if anyone else is playing Ragnarok Monster World. So if you are and want to join, hit him up. But yeah, have a fantastic Thursday, guys. I don't know what else is going on. I think that's it. Boring, regular, old October Thursday. But we're getting close to the end here. 1 week from Halloween. Oh, dang, Ankh, I'm leaving now. You just got here? It's all good, bro. Hopefully lots more to talk about over the next couple of days if they give us some good stuff to talk about. Or we'll just play some games and do some challenges. That's all I got. Have an amazing rest of your day, night, whatever time it is. I'll catch you all later. Peace.